finish our course? 10 water safety tips for your family. Let's fly to Miami!
This is Robert Strauss. I want you to know that aquatic safety is not just in the pool or learning to swim the styles fly, back, breast, and free. Aquatic safety is in any water. And so from the pool, we go to the open water where you have rivers and lakes and canals and oceans. And so it's important to take all the precautions necessary so an accident never occurs, as it has been occurring in the history of swimming. And now, I'd like to share with you 10 water safety rules that will hopefully prevent you from ever having an incident in the water. You've got to watch the kids when they're in the water, around the water, and below the surface of the water. Please, don't distract yourself talking to friends. You could talk to somebody, but don't take your eyes out of the water. And please don't take your phone to the pool. You need to empty tubs and buckets or any other container. You know, little kids' pools became very famous now during the COVID days. It's important those things are emptied out and turned upside down pretty much right after use, because children will want to go back to their little pool where they had a good time. When you have a jacuzzi or a pool, it's important in jacuzzi, cover it again with a lid. If you live in a home with a pool right outside the yard, you must make sure your sliding glass doors are locked at a point where the little children cannot reach it to unlock. If you have a home pool, please install a fence around the pool and make sure it has a self-latching mechanism. Don't trust that when it's closed, it's closed. It needs to be locked. You saw Davi in the open water wearing a vest and falling out of the kayak. Maybe Davi swims well enough to stay up for a little while, but if we were far from the dock, probably Davi could not make it far away from the dock, but he had his vest, so he was safe all the time. When you're going into water, either shallow water or water where you cannot see the bottom, always enter feet first. In competition pools, they have rules about entering feet first so nobody dives on top of somebody else during the warm-ups and during the warm-downs. When you're going to do a race, you have the whole lane for yourself. But when not, always enter water feet first. Stay away from the drains. In the United States, they implemented the Virginia Graham Act about 20 years ago because children going to play near the drains were either sucked in through the hair or sucked in from the intestines. So it's not a joke. Stay away from drains, or make sure you have the approved drains that have different angles and they will not suck you in with the power of the pump. In every pool, there's designated areas, usually ropes or buoys. In the beach, you have red, green, and yellow, or red, yellow, green flags. Please, don't take chances. It's important to stay within the swim area. And if we continue educating ourselves in water safety, if we continue doing all this prevention of drowning, you know what? We might end up eradicating drowning from our communities. And parents, young adults, listen to me. if you're 15 and older, maybe even 14 and older, you could learn CPR and basic water rescues. We did a nice session on water rescue. Remember, if you're not a lifeguard, you can only reach or throw, but you can't go to save a person.
Thank you so much, Coach Robert. This course was wonderful. I believe many families will be saved. Answer the quiz and get your shark certificate. See you on the next course here at